Yeah, it's good to be back. I have a little bit of time today, so figured I'd go live. Um, yeah. Hopefully, like, notifications get sent out. Because I've had a few people that usually have been in my live streams, like, begging me to go live, so hopefully they see this and makes them happy. But yeah, feels good to be back. What was the drama you needed to tell me about? I feel like it's not gonna be that interesting. What have you been up to? I know it's definitely gonna be something really stupid, so can't wait. Your boyfriend cheated on you with your friends? That's the drama? That's all you got? I was expecting like something crazy. It's very, it's very disappointing. I feel like this happens all the time. Like, you know what that is? Now she oh wow. Okay, that is crazy. Wow. Well, that could have been you, so I guess you lucked out. So good job. I think you dodged a bullet. Just one human, you remind me of now. You remind me of Christina. That's what your life is turning into. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, obviously not a good thing, but it is what it is. Was that it though? Was there any more? You take it as a compliment? I don't think you should. Like, it wasn't meant as a compliment. If you want to take it that way, then you can, but it was meant to be an insult. I'm trying to say, what's up? No, Amirsi. I hope I said that right. What's up, Sahida? Where you been, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Who was begging when I first joined? There was a few people. I don't remember. There was at least like 3 or 4 people that were like, "Why haven't you streamed in a while?" I've just been so lazy. What's up, B man? It's because I wasn't streaming. I was posting videos. You could have said hi to me there. It's crazy. Are my videos that bad? Wow. Do I time you out for 10 seconds for insulting me? I forgot I have the power to do that. You watched one? I'm guessing it was bad. That's your job. Oh, Sahida, I forgot. I didn't mention anything yet. I just put this out. It's the second book I've made. I feel like it's better than the first one. But this is cool. I made a book, yeah. I have 2 now. What's it about? Um, I don't know if I could like classify it simply. It's just like it's a collection of poems. I think it's the easiest way to um it's the easiest way to describe it. It's like about different things. So like it's the things I like to talk about a lot, and it's kind of just condensed into that sort of idea of things. What's up, Amy? What's it called? Just if you go on Amazon and look up epitaphs, Bino, you'll find it. Hi, I hope you're having a great Christmas and your family. You too, Lorelei. Or Lorelei. Can you read us one? I can. I don't know if anyone's gonna be interested. Let me find a good one. Alright, here's a short one. It's called The Unraveling. Life unfolds, each decision, each action, one unending story. They're not all that short, but let me find a good one. I feel like they're all good. It's just which one do I want to read out loud and not cringe? I look like Jake from Hypen. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna take it as an insult. I just realized it's been 1 year since I watched your lives. That's cool. Damn, you haven't done any. You have nothing better to do for a year than to watch my lives. It's pretty sad. It's a K-pop band. How do I look like I'm in a K-pop band? That's like, I feel like I'm like the opposite of like I have no hair. I'm like extremely tall. I'm like obviously not Korean. I mean, I'll take the compliment. I just find it hard to believe, but mm, I don't know which one I want to read out loud. Cause I'm gonna cringe. Cause like it's different me explaining it than like it's when I write something that's like I don't have to say it out loud. It's just when I'm like reading it. I'm like I'm gonna cringe saying this. Not in the same frame of mind. You're getting pizza and you saw a Bino sign. Like actually, it was meant to be. Hypnodio, look at this. I put out another book. Guess what year you were born? Um, I don't know, 2005. Bingo without the G. Oh, it was for bingo. Okay, okay. Another one? Yeah, yeah. Well, this one, the first one was really just like me experimenting with different styles of writing. So like there's stories, there's poetry, there's aphorisms, there's short little essays, and this is just poetry, so it's really easy to like I can write if I'm like in the mood, like if I'm like in the right frame of mind, I can write like 20 poems in like an hour. So it's not that difficult to put something together. But yeah, this one was fun to write. No one's read it yet, so can I hypnotize you? Your sister wants Italian brain rot stuff for Christmas. Dude, I was at some store in the mall and I saw like a Rizzler and Costco guys shirt. And if the Costco guys weren't on it, I was gonna get it for my girlfriend, but they were on it, so I just kept walking, I kept going. But like what kind of Italian brain rot stuff can you get? Like is there merch or something? Like the only one I know is Bombadillo Crocodillo. And I kept saying it and my girlfriend was like, what do you like what's wrong with you? I was like, what do you mean? How do you not know this? The most important stuff to know. Rizzler's goaded on your gram. I don't like. I'm not the kind of guy that like usually trends, usually like what's popular like pisses me off, but like the Rizzler is an exception. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Um, for whatever reason, like I see his video and I'm like, yeah, good for this little kid. You know what I mean? Like just it's just wholesome. She keeps screaming 6'7". That 6'7" stuff is so annoying. I don't know, like I feel like every trend is dead when like old people start doing it, and I've seen just too many. Like even when you're watching like football or like UFC, like they're saying it, it's like, dude, come on, like you thought I was never gonna stream again. Being 6'7", I hate it. Thank God I'm only 6'6", so it could be worse. Yeah, for the rest of your life, Hypnoto, you're gonna have to deal with that. I feel like every time I saw you, I would say that to you. I feel like if I knew you like that, I guess. Why did you think I would never stream again? That's crazy. I was just like, not even burnout, just lazy. Like, I feel like I've said this a bunch of times, but like, if it's not fun, I'm not gonna do it. And it just like, I wasn't like, oh, let me stream, like it'll be cool. Let me go turn on the camera. You've been saying 41867. Any book recommendations? I mean, what genre? Because I can give you a bunch. You literally bawl your eyes out. Is that like tears of joy or like tears of sadness? Fantasy or sci-fi? Have you read Dune? I haven't read that much sci-fi or fantasy. That's like one of the genres I'm not so well versed on. But if you haven't read Dune, I really recommend that. It's like Dune is one of the best books I've ever read, like the series as a whole. And maybe I like it because it defies the kind of genres, but yeah. You have the Dune books. Dude, I'm telling you, you're gonna pick up the first Dune. So the thing about Dune is the first book is like pretty stereotypical for like a normal sci-fi book, and then all of them get weirder and weirder and weirder and kind of like blur the lines of genres. So like I like that kind of stuff. I don't know if you do, but the first one you'll certainly love if you like sci-fi. Frank Herbert, like he's just so different from everything else, and it's like really a breath of fresh air. I thought you went into hibernation, started hating streaming. No, it was just I don't I was it just I couldn't find time for it in my schedule. You spent every day since November 4th programming a new research diagramming tool. What does it do? The daily momentum factor is huge. Yeah. Is Dune worth the time? Dune is like definitely worth the time. Like the thing about Dune is it's a great story. It has really complex philosophy. It has a really complex world. Like it has so much in it that you can love. I've heard people say they didn't like it, but it's like it's not like if I tell you to read a sci-fi book, you're like, oh, it's just gonna be a cool story about somebody going out in space and doing stuff. Not at all like that. It's kind of it's sci-fi, but it's not at the same time. You couldn't keep up with it because of the names. Oh, so you started reading it. It gets a lot simpler. There's really not that many characters after like the first like I want to say like 100 pages. I'd have to look at it again, but yeah, it's not. I definitely when I first started reading, I'm like, what are these names? But I think there's only like 4 or 5 that are important by the end of it. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool, Hypnodio. That's awesome. When it's finished, show it to me. Send me an email and like or like send me a presentation of how it works. Pretty cool. You have to re-download Discord. If you don't want to re-download Discord, just email me. My email is somewhere on my channel. if you like go to my channel. It might be easier to just do that. Give it another try. Yeah, when I first started reading it, I was like, what is this? This is weird. I couldn't really get into it, but like once it kicks off, it really gets going, and like I love it. Do I still have a Discord? I just deleted it because it was annoying because people were just spamming me. Like people would join and be like, "Can I edit your videos?" And I was like, "This is just so annoying." Have I read anything by H.P. Lovecraft? I have not. I really want to. Like that's a name that I keep seeing come up, so I will at some point. But there's so many stuff that I need to read, and there's so many stuff that like so much stuff that like I want to read, but I will get to it eventually. What should I start with him? Grow my hair? It doesn't grow, dude. I would if I could. If it weren't for me, this live would be very boring. Well, this live is very boring because you are here, so. Two? What are you saying? When is my birthday? You're reading some of your short stories? I mean, isn't that like everyone that wrote like a... How long ago did you write? I feel like some of the stuff you read, you're just like, oh, like, yeah, this is written a very long time ago. Like I'm reading this book right now and it's like the most insane thing I've ever read. So what's all the stuff with Trump and the Hunger Games? I have no idea. I don't really keep up with the news. It's just so boring. Is The Great Gatsby a good book? I mean, it depends. I think it's one of those books that like you'll read and you'll have appreciation for it, but it's, to me, it doesn't stand out amongst the things that I've read, but it's not the kind of style I like. It's a good story though. It encapsulates the Roaring Twenties really well. It kind of explains a lot of American culture and some of the emptiness and hollowness with it. I read it when I was younger, and it meant one thing to me, and I read it when I was older, and it meant something else to me. So I think it's a book that you kind of grow with. Do I like Daisy? Daisy from The Great Gatsby? I didn't really get her character when I was younger, because it wasn't, I was like 13 or 14. I understood her more as I got older, so. I'll just one human. I'll look it up when I finish this stream. That's weird. I didn't know about that. That's kind of funny though. What was the book I just showed? Propaganda by Edward Bernays. Literally, I'll talk about it pretty soon in a video. But this book is like, I've read like The Prince by Machiavelli. I've read like various other books. This is the most like Machiavellian, utilitarian kind of book ever, and it's just very, very weird. The Hungry Caterpillar. So yeah, that's my favorite book. Is my real name Bino? Yes. It says it on my book, man. Of course it's my real name. A lot of movies and series are being made about writers recently. What about Franz Kafka and what about George Sand? Documentaries or like biopic sort of movies? Have I read Their Eyes Were Watching God? No, I've not. Is my birthday a secret? I just don't like giving my personal information. It's not a secret, but like, it's not a good rule of thumb to put your information online. No, I'm only 20 minutes in, NYS. Don't worry. Yeah, I saw your comment the other day. I was like, yeah, I gotta stream soon. I've just been like, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then like the time comes, you're like, I don't feel like doing it. That's kind of how it went. Why do you have the same lamp as me? I don't know. Why do you? Are you copying me? Have I read the Gravity Falls Journal #3? No, I have not. Dude, I used to love that show as a kid, and then like, I think I just got like, in between seasons, I think I just got too old to watch those kind of shows, or like my interest just shifted, and I never finished it. But like, that's always a show I wanted to go back to. You stare at the lamp enough, you lose touch with reality. I mean, if you stare at anything enough, you lose touch with reality. So, dude, Grunkle Stan's the best character. No, Seuss is the best character. I think that's how you say it. How could you ever hate Seuss? And Bill. What's like the fat little kid with like white hair? What's his name? That's who you remind me of just when you the one that spies on everybody. Who's Waddles? I'm reading a book entitled 101 Famous Poems. You think I'll like it? Yeah, it's probably something I'll enjoy. Is there anything by William Blake in there? Blake is my favorite poet by far. I wish it was all a dream. Well, I mean, if you read Borges, it is all a dream. The pig. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the pig's pretty cool. I like the pig. Used to read Up magazine. What's that? Oh. You've been watching the Diddy documentary, haven't you? Dude, that was I haven't finished it yet, but like it's some of the craziest stuff ever. Dipper's an icon. That's the main kid, right? You're bringing back like repressed memories right now. Understandable, man. Since last live, I'm completed The Art of War, reread Notes from the Underground, read The Myth of Sisyphus and the Plague. Oh, that's pretty good. I look half. How did you know that? What? What the fuck? That was so weirdly specific and so accurate. Like that is. How did you? Dude, what? That is so weird. I'm like creeped out now. How do I feel about the redacted Epstein file? I mean, do you think you were ever gonna get the real stuff? Like, you weren't, dude. Come on. Like, just found out. You've been living under a rock. Repressed memories, they're what hold our unconscious and subconscious captive. Even as I definitely look like I have an Irish in me. Really? I don't think I've ever heard that. Like the furniture in the room, but we walk around. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Why do people celebrate it though? I think it's just like I genuinely don't think most of the stuff on the internet's real. Like it's either bots or people trying to just make jokes and stuff. Like I'm starting to just like be skeptical of everything I see. I'm 3 chapters from the end of the book of my dad, expecting great things. Yeah, it's a really good book. It's one of those books that like I picked up. I read the first few chapters. I'm like, yeah, I see why I like this so much. You're a bot. Yeah, I know. Hey, you notice Irish? Yeah, that's like. Can I do a review with Charlie Kirk? I don't think so. I don't think he's here anymore. I just look like it. I mean, it's like a weirdly like specifically like half. Like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to half. Like that was just like a weird. To get the percentage right was like kind of. I'm about Jesus' away. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Hypnaudio. You're the best, man. Everyone like Hypnaudio's super chat. He's the best. Yeah, Hypnaudio. When you finish that project, send me an email. I want to see what you were working on. So that'd be pretty interesting. It seemed cool. I had no I can kind of guess, but I feel like I need more details to really like get what you were saying. Terraria stream soon. Is Terraria just like rip off Minecraft? What is it? I did a Minecraft stream, but it had a frame drop. I don't know how to fix it. I would do it more. I think I would be a good person to test it. I think you would be a good person to test it. I mean, so any PDF and website text gets catched, and then you can like talk to the diagram. Oh, so it like sifts through the website, you're saying? I mean, it's the diagram data can be viewed as. See, okay. That sounds cool, yeah. I feel like the uses of AI recently have just been so dumb, so it's nice to know that there's productive ones. But I feel like that's like the problem with AI is like all this stuff you see is all like the useless stuff. You'll send me the link. Okay, yeah, I'll look into that when you send it. I'm excited to see what it does. Did I graduate in 20? No, I did not. If we use our brains for good instead of money, much can come from it. Yeah. I think there's this like weird idea with like our time and energy and our pursuits of like, oh, I'm gonna work directly for money. And then there's like the rare people that kind of put their time and energy to something that they feel passionate about, and then it makes them money. And I think that's like much more people need to just put time into that. I remind you of Piccolo. How do I remind you of Piccolo? Did I take almonds to get tall? I don't know what that means. I guess I don't. What does that mean? Almonds, like the nut, like what? Why do my own mods troll me? Because it's fun. Like, it's not fun for people to just like, do you not have friends that make fun of you? Like, do you not have people that like as long as it's in, honestly, it doesn't even have to be in good spirit, but like, as long as it's funny, I'm okay with it. What's up, Eduardo? I think that's how you say it. But if my mods didn't troll me, then like, why would they be mods? You know what I mean? My aura reminds you of Piccolo. Isn't he like, is he a good guy or a bad guy? I can't remember. Or he's like an anti-hero kind of, right? Welcome back, Bingo, yes. I'm gonna change my name on the channel to that. More SEO optimization. Dude, the amount of emails I get about SEO optimization is so annoying. You swear I graduated in 2017? I did not, so. He was a guru, right? No, Piccolo's from Dragon Ball Z. I hope you're not talking about Piccolo. Maybe that's the name of a guru or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what they took it from, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about the Piccolo, the Dragon Ball Z character. So you're living abroad right now, don't have access to some titles you want to read. How would you recommend approaching audiobooks for someone used to physical copies only with audio as a supplemental tool? I think I mean, you could also look into like ebooks if you can't get the stuff physically, and that might be just something you have to deal with for the time being. So I would look into that because a lot of ebooks you can get online for free, especially if they're older. I think it's Project Gutenberg. You can get a lot of stuff from that, and then there's like Kindle and stuff like that. So that might be another thing to look into. But with audiobooks, I think the real benefit of that is like you can be doing stuff. So like you could be at the gym, you could be on a walk, you could be in the car and you can listen to audiobooks. I think that's really the best like that's really the best element of audiobooks that you can be doing other stuff and just your downtime you can learn things. Have I read popular MMOs book? No, I'm not. And I've not read anything by Han Kang. No, I've not. Project what? It's Project Gutenberg. Like Gutenberg, the printing press. Have I watched One Piece? I have not. My teeth look great, thanks. You accidentally started rewatching the stream from the beginning. I didn't even know you could do that on these. I thought it was like I thought there's like a lot less capabilities on these kind of streams. I'm trying to think what other do I know any other websites where you can get ebooks? A lot of stuff you just look up to. I made any revenue from YouTube? Yeah. How did I get my book printed? I think it's called Kindle Direct Publishing. I think that's what it is. It's KDP. Um, Honestly, you just need like a manuscript to just upload and an Amazon account, and then you can yeah, and then you can just upload it, and then it just takes a little bit of time for it to approve it. It's it's actually pretty. It was really easy. It took like probably like 45 minutes to do this last book. If you want to listen to H.P. Lovecraft, there's a channel on YouTube called Gates to Imagination. That's cool. Have I read Bud, Not Buddy? No, I'm not. How many copies did I have to make? I don't have to make any copies. It's print on demand. So like if you order it right now, it'll just print it. I think it takes a little longer than like 2-day shipping, but like I don't have to have overhead. Do I read books on Amazon? Kindle Fire? No, I like physical copies. I'm like a big believer in like having it physically. Kind of like I had concussions when I was younger, so like even right now looking at the thing, there's the ring light, it's bothering me. I can't sit and read on a phone or sit and read on something that like lights up. Paper just is a lot easier. I read in the Leapfrog, yes. Bezos is Santa. Yeah, I hate that it's like I mean, Amazon's like I don't really like them as a company, but like they're very good with that sort of stuff. Like it's a really, really good idea to do that. And the you make more like what is it called? Royalties? The royalties are a lot better. Like there's a certain percentage breakdown. It depends on what you price it for and what kind of book it is and how much it costs to print, but it's from what it seems it's a lot more than what you would get if you were a published author, like by a traditional publisher. But that comes with like they're gonna push you, they're gonna advertise for you. It comes with all that stuff. Talk about long tail, the longest what? I don't know if I should have read that Hypnotic. I feel like that was something I shouldn't have said. I don't get the joke. I prefer Xbox or PlayStation? I don't think there's a difference now, right? Because everything's cross-platform. Would I take a superpower with a side effect? Depends on the superpower. Search term for niche topics. Long tail means more words than a search term. Oh, okay. Do I like Eckhart Tolle? Yeah, I do. Well, I'm not like, he's not like one of my favorite authors, but I think he says a lot of interesting things. Like, I appreciate his perspective on some things. Netflix and Amazon made the profits of long tail DVDs and books. I say yes or no to what? I said it depends on the superpower. Like, it also depends on the, like, the side effect. As an idea for you, for your YouTube videos, suggest you do a challenge to read from around the world, like a book from each country. I mean, that's interesting. Maybe at some point in the future. The thing about those kind of videos is, like, I feel like those are, like, I don't know, it's just not, like, it doesn't strike me as something, like, I want to do, you know what I mean? Like, if I want to read a book, I'll read a book. I'm not going to read it because, but maybe at some point. Shout out Joe. Should make your voice an AI clone. Do the audiobook too. I would just do the audiobook. It's not that long. What's a terrible book that you've read? What do you mean terrible? Like, the worst book you read is the phone book? That's definitely, yeah. I've read some bad, like, business books. Like, a lot of, like, marketing books are terrible because it's just, like, it treats human beings as, like, commodities and not like human beings. So, like, you can approximate for human behavior all you want, but you can't really predict it. You get to teleport, but it's not precise. For, like, example, I mean, teleportation doesn't seem that cool of a power, so not really. Especially if I'm teleporting inside walls. Appreciate the site name. I'll check it out soon. I still got a lot of books I brought left to read. I'm probably gonna start near with a longer book like Demons or War and Peace or something. I've been meaning to read War and Peace. You could discover favorite authors and write. True. I mean, I feel like I'm slowly working my way through. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I don't know how to say this aside from, like, if I like force myself to read different things, I might, I don't know. Maybe that's an interesting idea. You're right. So I like Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. Never read it. Have I read the book, The 40 Rules of Love? I've not, no. Is it good? I can't even look it up because I don't have my laptop, so. I have not read that book, I have no idea. It's good, but get the adult one. Time is it? 5:20. I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes. I feel like this is a pretty good stream back though. All the people that I was looking forward to see were here. Everyone but Christina was here. Where do I get most of my recommendations? The way I like to find books is I'm reading books and it mentions other authors. I think that's a good way to do it. Or you look up authors that are similar or recommend, like, there's a million ways to find them, but I would say the best way is if you know a certain author inspired an author you like. That's what I've been doing most. You like Ruby, so maybe you should read the 40 Rules of Love. It's about him. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out then. What are these, like, translation things? I'm so confused. It says numbers and there's like a symbol next to it. Oh. That's a good way. Yeah, that's my favorite. I mean, there's obviously, like, you can, like, go online and find lists and stuff, but, like, I, you know, the way I'm, like, slowly discovering things, it's super fun. What's my favorite memory from 2009? I don't know. I was young when it was 2009. It's like I don't really remember anything. From 2009, you're on a boat. Did I like high school? Not really. I mean, obviously, like, certain elements of high school. Like, I think you can meet some good friends that, you'll always appreciate, and, there's certain, like, key memories that you make, but, like, not really. I'm, like, so bored with school. Can I help you find the Dragon Balls? No, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I definitely enjoy being done with high school. I feel like there's just, like, I don't know. I feel like it's like everything. Like, there's a certain level of, like, good memories, but then there's always the bad ones. Like, you always, like, reminisce on an old job that sucked, and you're like, yeah, but I did have some fun times messing around with the people that work there. Have I read the Brothers Karamazov and or Demons? I have not read either of those. What I've read from Dostoevsky so far is Notes from the Underground, White Knights, Crime and Punishment. I started reading The Idiot, and, like, it wasn't getting anywhere yet, and I put it down. But I do have Demons, I think. Yeah, I think I have Demons that I'm gonna read at some point. I want to reread Crime and Punishment because I read it when I was younger. Can I sing the national anthem? I don't feel like it. Have I watched K-pop Demon Hunters? No, I have not. Oh, you're leaving, Emmy? Good seeing you. I'll see you again soon. But now being a manager / team lead is like being a high school teacher. I can imagine, yeah. Dude, like, the worst part about, like, that kind of stuff is just, like, the nonsense drama, the nonsense, like, politics of it. Ugh. Like, it's weird, like, because I don't really, like, partake in that kind of, like, gossipy drama stuff. It's weird for people to, like, still hold on to that, like, later in life. Sing something for us, please. I'm not sing. Why would I sing for you guys? I've sung for you guys before. You guys tricked me one time, and it'll never happen again. Apparently, it was good, but no, it's fine. You like the main character in Crime and Punishment. Not sure if you're supposed to. I think there's a certain element of him that's sympathetic. I think it's like the angsty kind of youth in all of us. Play carols. I don't know the Christmas carols. I can't play it either. I don't have anything to play it on. I look like 6'5". Okay. Like, what? Where's my Christmas tree? Can't you see the Hennessy bottle behind me? That's my Christmas tree. I forgot to put the lights on it. I used to have one for my room. I don't know where it is anymore. I meant to put it up for the videos and the streams. I knew I didn't end up streaming, but it would have been a nice touch for the videos. What's my Christmas tradition? Get drunk so I can handle my family. No, I'm just kidding. Christmas tradition, like in what sense? Like what I do on Christmas, or like I'm confused. I feel like that could go in a lot of different ways. I feel bad. People ask me questions. I'm like, what do you mean by that? Clarify it. Instead of just answering it. Do I bake? No, I don't really like sweets, so I don't bake. It's not my thing. Where did it not go over? All right, I think I'm gonna get going because I'm like starving right now. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for having a good stream. I want to stream again tomorrow. I say that. Yell at me if I don't. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow, so I'll see you guys. I'm definitely gonna get back to stream more consistently. And yeah, with that said, thank you guys for a fun stream.